Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm finally telling you how I actually met Red Velvet, but before that I need to tell you how I went to SBS MTV the show. So basically, as you probably know, 1 month ago I was in Korea and I got the occasion to go to the live recording of SBS MTV the show. It's one of the music shows in Korea. I'll tell you everything about it. And yeah, so I discovered this thanks to a YouTuber, Carrie Cakes. I'm really grateful to her because she saved my life somehow. I got to see EXO thanks to her and to go to this. So SBS the show was really fun, so I'll tell you everything about it, and at the end I'll tell you how Red Velvet waved at me and how I saw an halo, how I saw a halo just in front of me, and how one of the members actually like saw me and waved at me. Like, I feel blessed. So first, you're probably wondering, what is SBS the show? Maybe you don't know. Well, SBS the show is like Show Champion and Countdown, musical. It's a music show where idol groups go and perform their latest comeback or debut. So everyone goes on these music shows. And first there's the pre-recording that happens during the day, if I'm not wrong. It can happen actually quite early, like 5 in the morning. And for this, it's the fandom that, well, some fans of the fandom are selected. There's around 100 fans that go there, and they see the pre-recording. I think they do the song 2 or 3 times until it's all recorded. And so at 6 p.m. all the groups come and perform their song, but live. So they just like come one after the other and perform their song. And at the end you have the winner of the week. The winner of the week is just the one that, well, yeah, you know, they win a trophy, they get an encore, and they do a speech. And for that, I'll explain to maybe in another video, but basically it's digital sale, album sale, YouTube views, and other stuff that are counted, and voting. So basically that's it. So the 3 MC currently and that announced the winner of the week are Block B Peel, EXI Jonghwa, and Momolan Yeonwoo. Yes, Yeonwoo. Got it right. So they are the one that animate the show, and they do some little things, interview and stuff, and they announced the winner of the week, as I just said. Now, I think most people actually know SBS the show and the other shows. It's kind of the basics of the K-pop world. But now, how to go to the SBS the show, that's another question, and it's so complicated. And there's actually many answers, so let me just count them down and explain to you, in case you ever have the chance to go to Korea. Like this, you'll know how to go. So first, as I said, there's the pre-recording and the live recording. So I'll just talk quickly about pre-recording. Just for your notice, I don't know well how it works. I know there's blogs online and stuff, but it's kind of confusing for me. If I ever go next year when I'm going to Korea, if I ever go to a pre-recording, I'll let you know how it works, but for now it's just what I think I figured out. So basically it's, I think, first come first served, and you have to be in the fandom of the group you're gonna see. For example, you're gonna see EXO, you need one of the album, the latest album, so that means you need the War album. Physical and digital, so that means you have to show the proof you bought the album. I don't know if it's on iTunes or if it's like on Melon, or I don't know. And you also need the light stick of the group, if the group has the light stick, and any additional like merchandise, meaning like, oh, a fan or something, then that's bonus for you. So basically it's first come first serve, so fans line up sometimes even from I think like 3 AM, 5 AM to get the chance to see the group. I think 80 to 100 fans are selected to be like the little, you know, sometimes on music show you see the fans like cheering for the group. Well, it's like a small portion, and it's fans that are selected. So for big group like EXO, I guess it's kind of the war to notice that reference, I didn't even do it on purpose. It's kind of the war to actually, like, you know, get in, but it's possible, I guess. Never tried, but yeah, so that's for the pre-recording. Now, what I know more about is the live recording. Yay! So basically, the live recording happens end of the afternoon. It lasts for an hour and a half approximately. And I know there's a system of first come first serve, because when I arrived at the broadcast station there were many fans lining up outside. Like there were so many, I didn't understand anything of what was happening, but there were fans. And basically then what you can do is, if you want to guarantee you have a spot, well, there's the people again that are going to make the audience, again I guess for that is first come first serve, but if you want to guarantee your seat for you, you can actually pay. And so there's two websites you can order from, One More Trip and Hap Korea. I'll link down below the name of the websites. So I use One More Trip because that's what Carrie Cakes talked about in her video. That's thanks to her that I actually got to go there. So basically you have to pay, it costs around, for SBS, you can also go to M Countdown with this, but for SBS the show, it costed me $73. It's a bit expensive though, I mean, yeah. So then you pay, then you print your ticket or you just show on your phone, and you go to the broadcasting station. Then on the day you have to come there 1 hour before it starts. Well, they tell you on the website. So I arrived just before 5:30. I was so stressed, and there were so many people and I was like, oh, freaking out. So there was another girl, she was kind of like lost too, so we went in together. Like we weren't sure if we should go in because there were so many fans outside, so it was a mess. But then I went in and I was so stressed. I was like, oh my god, how can I do? And there were a few staff, but they didn't speak English, and they were like, oh, I don't know, so help me. And there were girls, they heard me say, oh, I'm looking for One More Trip, and they were like, oh, you booked with One More Trip too. So it's like, oh yes, yes. So I sat with them, we talked, and it was super fun. So that was really happy to like found people, because I was going there all alone. And they actually also went to the SM Town concert, so that was really fun honestly to like talk about it. And there were like 3 girls, they were from England, so felt like, you know, I'm not from England but half English, so I felt happy. So anyway, that was cool. So that's how then for the live recording you then go at 6, well before 6 the staff comes and check your name, and then she takes you at 6 o'clock to the studio, and at that point you just sit, and it was on the 3rd floor, but like the studio is so small that you're still really really close even on the 3rd floor. And then you wait for half an hour, and then the live recording starts. So that's how you go to a live recording. It's really easy. If you have any questions, ask me in the comments. Now I'll just talk about who I saw, the different, well, the little thing you only see if you go behind the scene, like the thing you don't see on TV, and then I'll talk about Red Velvet, of course. One last thing, if you plan on going, don't book last minute, because I think some tickets get sold out quite quickly if like, oh, a big group is rumored to be coming back, like I don't know, BTS, EXO, Big Bang. If a big group is rumored to be coming back, I mean, if you know you want to go, just book a ticket. It's a fun one. I mean, I would do it only one time because I mean it's kind of expensive, but it's worth trying out. It's really fun, honestly. Just book in advance. So now I'll just read the names because I can't remember everyone that performed. So Ina performed Love Doll, Kiss N performed Love Like I Do, 20 Years of Age, Remind Me, Park Hee Higher. Then there was an MC cut, so Jongwha, Yeonwoo and Pio. They were on this little stage really close to the people sitting, and they were like so cute and being like interacting with fans, and I'm pretty sure they actually recognized some fan. I was like so shocked, like they knew some, and they were like interacting, talking, and be like, oh, and fans seemed pretty chill actually. No one was like, ah, I mean not with the MC, so it was really cute. And then they like introduced the show and were like, oh, and show and stuff like that. Isn't that Show Champion? I don't know, but it was fun actually. So they were really like, yeah, and you could see like them getting ready and getting the makeup and stuff, so that was so cool. Then VAV VAV performed ABC. They were so cute, honestly. And some of the fans, they had a few fans in the audience screaming so loud the fan chants. It was like, okay, sure, that was fun. And then Park Jae-jung, Focus, NC.A with Jill, Love Me. Then Uptension performed Runner. I know Uptension a little, so I was happy to see them, and they really have a great chemistry. If I'm not wrong, they were only 9 on stage because one of the members is injured, right? I'm not sure, I think I read something about that, but it was an enjoyable thing. Then there was another MC cut, then Halo performed I Am Afraid, and they performed Here I Am, the new comeback. And their performance was really cute too. Yeah, and then I'm kind of like, I like them a lot because I then got to see them really up close after, but that's for later. Anyway, that was cute. Then Stella performed Archangels of the Sephiroth. I don't know how you say that, but I saw Stella. I'm not a fan of the new song, to be honest, but they perform really well. Honestly, I wish they could finally get successful and get a better company, but in general it was still really a nice stage. Then Mamamoo had an interview at some point. They were like, oh my god, Mamamoo, because you could see like this where they were having the interview from where I was, and I was like, oh, Mamamoo. Then they performed Yes I Am. It was their goodbye stage on the show, and I was so happy to see them, and like the fan chants were so loud for Mamamoo. There were so many momos in the in the audience, and I felt like so happy to see them. Like, they really are queens. I mean, I saw them like for 3 minutes, but it was really cool. Then 9 Muses will perform Remember. I was so excited to see 9 Muses. I love their song, and they are so beautiful, honestly. So that was really a cool stage to see. After that, there was another MC cut. Then Red Velvet performed Red Flavor. So I had seen them 3 days before at their Central concert, perform Red Flavor for the first time. But what disappointed me a bit is that there was only 3 members. There was only Yeri, Wendy and Sulgi. Joy and Irene had other schedules, so they didn't perform live. I'll explain to you later how all this thing works. But basically, so there were only 3. They performed like 1 minute of the song, then they left the stage, and I was like, Red Velvet! I was like so disappointed not to see them more, but then after it got better, because, you know, they waved at me. So anyway, I'll tell you about this again later. And Apink then performed 5. That was really a cool song, and I mean, I don't only know the fan chants, I only know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But everyone was like really enjoying it, and there was a fanboy behind me screaming so loudly. It was so funny. it was fun, but honestly, they were cute on then with the fans, because then all the idols came back on stage for the winner of the week, and Apink won. They were against Attention and Mamamoo, and they won, so we were like, ooh, and they were so cute, and then interacting with pandas, their fans that were in the audience, so that was sweet. And then they stayed on stage for the encore, and they actually made Red Velvet and Mamamoo say a bit with them, so they had interaction. So like these are like amazing girl groups just interacting together. I was like, oh my god, yes! So that was really cool, honestly. It was like, oh my god, that was so... I love seeing groups interaction, like, yeah. So that was all for the set list. So now more about the behind the scenes. There are a lot of things you don't see on TV, like you maybe have already watched a live of these, but it's so different. Like, even like concerts, seeing it on fan cams is not the same as when you're in the audience, because in the audience you see the security guards, fan sites and stuff, so it's never the same watching it through a computer. So I'll tell you all the little secrets behind the show. There were a lot of fun things. First, staff and confetti. Literally, the floor was almost made of confetti, because, you know, there's always confetti at some stages and at the end, so there were confetti, so much confetti, and then like the staff had to like come with the broom and like clean it quickly between, like, during the MC cuts, so they were like, ah, it was funny. And like they had this little sort of blow dryer that were like, oh, trying to push them out of the stage, and that was actually, it was kind of fun, honestly. So I mentioned it quickly before, but not all songs are live. Like, when you see it on this, if there's a lot of decoration on the stage, it's not live, because that means it was from the pre-recording, because sometimes, you know, to get the transition between all the artists, you can't have everyone perform live, because otherwise there's blank moments from when the artist leaves the stage and the other comes in. So that's why Red Velvet didn't perform live. I think VAV didn't perform live either, but they still did their song, like a big part of it, and then they had to leave to let the other artists come on stage. So that was kind of surprising. I was still really disappointed about Red Velvet, but that means, like, you know, if there's artists have other schedule, that's how they do it. So I mean, for example, if an artist isn't there to receive their prize, like that happened a few times for EXO, well, that means if you saw the live and EXO were there, that means it was pre-recorded, because yeah, I don't know. So people are so professional. You're gonna tell me, yeah, but of course it's TV. But still, I was so shocked. Like, there was cameraman and stuff, and everyone is kind of chill. They just do their job. Like, it's their job. There's the makeup artist and the director, and like, it doesn't feel like, oh, woohoo. But yeah, you still enjoy the stages, but it feels very strict, and there's a lot of security guard to make sure you don't film. It's strictly forbidden to film, so don't try, otherwise you get kicked out, and that's annoying. So yeah, like, it feels really like strict. So that's why I prefer concerts by far. And then, as I mentioned a few times, idols interact with fans a lot. Like, when they leave the stage, sometimes they're like, oh, hi, and like when they pass through, we were the MC, so there's a lot of interaction with the fans, and that's really cool. And like, also sometimes like Apink, when they were winning, they were like interacting with the people in the crowds. That was really cute, honestly. That's so cool. Like, being in Korea, you can get so many interaction with idols. As for, well, when you're an international fan, you still are just fangirling behind the screen. One thing that surprised me was half of the crowd was Korean and the other half was international. Maybe that was because it was the holidays, so I guess a lot of international fans visit Korea during the summer break, but still it was half-half, so that was interesting. It was actually really, like, I think the people that paid were on one side and the people that got in through first come first serve for free were on the other side, so that was interesting. I mean, all the fans were still like super enjoying. It just had a side speaking English and the other side speaking Korean, so that. And I think the crowd that is like standing is mostly of Korean people, because international fans, we don't know how to go there because it's complicated, and I'll go one day. So the cheering of the crowd is actually fake. You know, sometimes when you like see the stage, you like hear the whoo and people clapping. Most of the time it's fake. It's pre-recorded, and I mean, of course we cheer for the artist, but it's not perfect how we do it, so it's often fake. Weird, isn't it? I mean, for me it was like weird. I was in the setting, and suddenly you hear people cheering, but you see no one cheering, so you're like, the fuck? It was funny, but yeah, that's something you would never know as watching the live recording, so it was interesting. So just to conclude everything before I talk about my personal experience, I really enjoyed it. It was so fun. Yeah, it was an incredible experience, and I think every fan, if you have a chance to go to a live recording, it's worth it. But I wouldn't go twice, because it's not like a concert, and for the same price you can get a concert ticket. Well, it would be third floor concert ticket, but you could still have a concert ticket with the same money. So I would prefer to go to concerts, but it was interesting to see this once, and yeah, it's cool. But I think if I had to go to something, I would go to pre-recording, because live recording is interesting, but I wouldn't go like, I mean, it feels really like strict, as I said. It doesn't feel like you aren't as close. You're technically closer to the idol and they are more free, sort of, but you don't feel as close, and it doesn't feel, it's not the same vibe as concert. I think it's worth going once. I just personally wouldn't go twice because it's too expensive. It's not worth it. But there's something you still can do, and that is totally free, and that's how I'm gonna start talking about how I met Red Velvet.